Made it to the end of the work week, but before we head on to the weekend, we have one more edition of The Law in You for you. Tonight with us, attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, great to see you tonight.
We're just so, we're so excited about doing The Law in You on Saturday morning.
Well, you're fired up for that. That's always a big thing.
We are really fired up about that.
But we got to get through tonight first, and here's our question. This is about getting injured on the job, and it is from Wyoming County, Lake Winola, and Matt. My brother was injured on the job. He injured his lower back and now has radiating pain in his legs. The employer listed injuries as a sprain. Do I have anything to correct or make that correct the description of the injury? So sounds to me like there's an issue here with the way the injuries were described. What can this person do?
Yeah, Matt, you really do need to get to a lawyer so that you can correct the description of injury. What's going to happen is your medical treatment as you move forward in this workers' compensation claim, if the description of injury only says sprain or strain, then your medical treatment is going to be limited to a sprain or strain. Now, obviously, if you're having pain that's radiating down your leg, that would be an indication that it's a far more significant or more serious injury, one that may ultimately require surgery or injections. So you really want to get that description of injury, make sure that it's very clearly defined, because it's going to follow you through the length of this particular claim.
Well, and a lot of times the insurance companies continue to pay your benefits under that description of the injury, but as it gets further down the road, they can start to say, well, we only have a sprain strain, and some of this treatment is not reasonable and necessary based upon a sprain strain. They're supposed to be better in 6 weeks. So the thing is, you really have to be proactive in looking at your documents that come in, making sure the injuries are correct, because the other thing is, if you have a back and a neck, sometimes they forget to include the neck even though they do treatment. There's a lot of things you need to do in this. The workers' compensation area is a very it's controlled by insurance adjusters who are very skilled at working these claims. So it's important that you have an attorney who's equally as skilled at handling these claims and make sure they can protect your rights for you.
Now, I know this is something that you guys do often. You work with people who get injured and get results. So if our viewers want to call you, how can they do that?
Call us 570-714-HURT. See us on the web, 714hurt.com.
We do a lot of workers' compensation claims, and it really is very, very important that you get to an attorney early in the process, because if you went a year with that description and then tried to change it, you're going to run into trouble most likely on that. So, pick up the phone, get to a lawyer quickly on this.
All right, Results Matter with attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, thanks. We will see you tomorrow.
You got it.
All right, don't forget the Law in You hotline is always open. You could send a question through pahomepage.com.